Random fun facts that you'll love to know. Number 12. 1. A lion's roar can be heard from 5 miles away. Animals use a variety of sounds to communicate with one another, just like people do. When you visit the zoo, many animals can be heard whining, grunting, panting, and, for some big cats, roaring. Being one of the most social large carnivores, lions in the wild live in prides. By using their roar, male lions warn the pride of potential danger, and to scare off intruders. It's also a show of dominance among males. A lion can roar as loud as 114 decibels, roughly 25 times louder than a gas-powered lawnmower. Due to the shape of their vocal cords, lions can roar louder than other big cats. This allows them to produce more noise with less effort. 2. In France in 1386, a pig was executed to death. Throughout history, a hungry pig would occasionally find an unattended baby, or young child, and eat it. A pig once attacked a child's face in Falaise, France, and the child later died from their injuries. The pig was arrested, kept in prison, and then sent to court, where it stood trial for murder, was found guilty. After being found guilty, the pig was dressed in a man's clothes, and hanged in the main square in town. 3. Earth is the only planet not named after a Roman god or goddess. Thousands of years ago, names were given to Jupiter, Saturn, Mars, Venus, and Mercury. It took a long time after the invention of telescopes before the other planets were found. The names of other planets discovered also followed the tradition of naming planets after Greek and Roman gods and goddesses. But to Earth, no one is sure how it got its name. All we know is that it's a combination of the words for ground in Old English and Old German. 4. High heels were originally men's shoes. What if we told you that men were the only ones for whom high heels were originally designed? High-heeled shoes were first worn in the 10th century, for the Persian cavalry, who had trouble keeping their shoes in their stirrups. Since then, men's heels have taken on a variety of cultural meanings, including high social status, military prowess, upscale fashion sense, and the height of cool. 5. The original mouse for computers wasn't made of plastic. Douglas Engelbart, of Stanford Research Institute, started creating the mouse in the early 1960s, while researching how people and computers interact. It was made of wood back then. It was square-shaped, and had a tiny button in the top right corner. Because the cord coming out from the back reminded him of the little rodents, he called it a mouse. 6. Actually, peppers don't burn your mouth. When it comes to foods that are spicy, everyone's tolerance varies. Furthermore, you are already aware that, when your mouth appears to be on fire, it actually isn't. It just feels like it is. But why? Capsaicin, a chemical found in chili peppers, deceives your mouth into thinking it is being burned. Even though, the molecule itself doesn't produce heat, or actually harm you, unless you really overdo it. Since the human tongue only detects the 5 basic tastes, of sweet, sour, bitter, salty, and umami, capsaicin doesn't really have anything to do with taste, or taste buds. is just our nerve receptors detecting heat, and raising the alarm. 7. There is only one sovereign state in the world, named for a real-life woman. While Ireland is named after the mythical goddess Eru, Saint Lucia, also known as Saint Lucy, named after a real-life woman. A Christian martyr named Lucia of Syracuse, also known as Saint Lucia, or Saint Lucy, died during the Diocletianic persecution. According to legend, on December 13, 1502, French sailors were shipwrecked, and left stranded on the island. Saint Lucy's Day is celebrated on December 13th, so, the island they named in honor of her. In the past, Saint Lucia was already called by the indigenous Arawak people, as Luanal, meaning island of the iguanas, as early as 200 CE.